Concerns are raised from all sectors of society that the lockdown can have a huge impact on domestic relations and that the quarantine measures affected family ties and intimate relationships. We are now joined by Ngamane Karuaihe-Upi, a gender, relationship and behavioral commentator. Good evening.
Good evening.
Now, my first question is the latest statistics we have does not really indicate much difference in terms of GBV cases. 39 cases reported last week as opposed to 44 the week before in the Khomas region. Based on experience, is this a true reflection?
Well, as you say it yourself, it's recorded. How many unrecorded? When we are talking about recorded cases, are we talking about people who went out of their way to report it to the police? How about those who do not do that? So Namibia as a country still really need to address the issue of domestic violence, the issue of gender inequality. Otherwise, those numbers are there, whether we have the lockdown or not.
Now, alcohol has also been cited as a major factor in GBV cases in the country, but the current situation is such that many people do not have access to alcohol. Could this be a reason why GBV cases reported are not as high as was expected?
It could play a role because we still to determine how much of a role alcohol play in cases of abuse. Because there are people who are drink. There are those people who do not drink, but we still have inequality. So we cannot say because people don't have access to alcohol, they are getting along better. I cannot say that. On the other hand, we have an issue with alcohol. Alcohol is a problem in Namibia. It's interesting how many comments on social media throughout that where people are begging for access to alcohol. Yet we are a Christian nation, but people are not begging for the opening of churches or anything like that. So what is this thing with alcohol? How does it benefit Namibia? It is a conversation that we still need to have. Alcohol, the access of or lack of access to alcohol could be a factor, but at the same time, why alcohol? Where are we to help people to get along, whether there is alcohol or no alcohol?
Now, besides alcohol, do you think job losses could contribute to the violence in any way?
Well, it's kind of early to say because, as you know, government already has announced some packages to help people in dealing with all of these things that are coming up right now. So maybe another month or 2 or 3 that we will know definitely how many people have lost jobs because maybe there's an answer to this lockdown. Maybe it will go away or maybe it will be extended. And how are we as a nation dealing with the couples, the families that are to be affected? So, and where are we to help people in terms of preparing them for how to deal with this emergency situation? If someone or both parents or anyone else is supposed to be losing a job, what to do about how to help that person, how to support that person, how to work as a family, as a unit to support each other. Because as I get to see a lot, there are a lot of people who are like married in community of property, but his money is his money, her money is her money. Where are we to say that, no, we are a unit, and in times of goodness and in times of trouble, we work together? That's what's more needed so that even if there are job losses, we don't lose our dignity, we don't lose our integrity, we don't lose our sanity in terms of being sane and taking care of each other.
Now, in your view, what can be done to protect victims, especially now that they are more vulnerable in the case of a domestic issue?
The impact of the lockdown need to be seriously addressed. The impact of the lockdown on people on a psychological level, not just economic, needs to be addressed so that people can understand that just because there is a lockdown or just because there is a coronavirus doesn't mean that you should turn and attack or blame your partner or your situation or your life onto somebody near you. We need to have that. So as much as we are talking about people need to wash their hands, we also need to talk about how people should get along, how people should support each other, how people should be good to each other in supporting and helping each other under these circumstances.
And that now takes me to the last question about what can struggling couples actually do during this period to better improve their relationships besides the ones that you've mentioned.
This is a good time to reflect on our relationships. Now that we are, because of the lockdown, and it's only in Erongo and Windhoek, who knows when it's going to get to the whole country? How solid is our foundation? If we are not friends, if we are not companions in living life, we may have stress, we may have tension, we may have conflict between us. But if we are a solid couple, we have a solid foundation, we can overcome this. So where are we to reflect on our relationships, our relationship with culture, our relationship with religion, our relationship with money, our relationship with where our children, our families are concerned, yes, so that at the end of the day, we are winners, but we are not broken down or broken up because of this temporary emergency.
Thank you so much for your views, Mr. Ngamane Karuaihe-Upi.
You're welcome.
And that was the gender, relationship and behavioral commentator, Karuaihe-Upi, talking to us now.